we have a multiple choice test, and the student is wondering, while they're taking the test, what's the chance if I just guess everything, I'm going to get everything wrong? And there's another version of this question that says, what's the chance I get everything right? But they all come down to this idea of what and means. When you're dealing with probability, and means multiply. If you're dealing with an or problem, what's the chance of this happening or that other thing happening? That's different. Okay, or means addition. So we've got a multiplication problem here where we take the probability of getting number 1 wrong, the probability of number 2 wrong, and so on. We multiply all those probabilities together, right? There's 4 multiple choice questions in total. So how many incorrect, let's see, we've got 2 incorrect answers and 1 correct answer. So what are your chances of getting it wrong? Well, it's going to be 2 out of 3, right? 2 times you guess the wrong answer, 1 time you guess the right answer. And that's going to go for each one of these things. Each one of them is 2/3 chance you're getting it wrong. So mostly you're going to be getting these things wrong, but every now and then you'll get lucky, get something right. Well, the chance of getting all of them wrong goes by the following way. You just say, well, the chance of getting the first one wrong times the chance of also getting the second one wrong times the chance of also getting the third one wrong times the chance of also getting the fourth one wrong. Or in other words, we're just taking the chance of getting a question wrong and taking it to the power, the exponent of the number of questions there are. Okay, so let's see what that is. 2 divided by 3 to the 4th power. Well, it's not big. It's going to be, let's see, 2 to the 4th is, my calculator's in decimals, this is not useful. 2 to the 4th is 16. 3 to the 4th is 81. Okay, so you've got a 16 out of 81 chance of getting all 4 questions wrong. It could happen, right? That's like a 20% chance. It's not likely, but it could happen. Now, if anyone's seen the movie Spider-Man, this is why they realized he was a genius when he had some multiple choice test and he got every single question wrong on something like 80 questions. If you took your odds of getting something wrong, which is pretty good, and you raised it to a huge number, like let's say Spider-Man was doing a multiple choice test with 4 questions on it, with 4 possible answers, 3 of which were wrong. Okay, so odds are he's going to get a problem wrong. But when you say, what are the chances he gets 50 questions wrong, right? He's trying to look bad. He's trying to look like he doesn't know what he's doing so he can get kicked out of the school and go to school with his friends. But your chance of doing this 50 times is like 1 in 10 million. Meaning, Spider-Man knows what the correct answers are to all these things, and he's intentionally getting them wrong. He's not a 1 in a 10 million kind of kid. That just doesn't happen. So that's how they knew he was a super genius. Now, granted, it's harder to guess all the questions right than it is to guess them wrong, but you're not doing either one. So that's the idea of probability theory. If you see one that says, what's the chance of getting it correct? Well, then it's just 1 out of 3 instead of 2 out of 3.